now before the switches, and I'll get that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what this is a local. I was gonna shove it on to SD2, but yeah.
That's all Bakersfield stuff. That the Bakersfield stuff goes in Bakersfield.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was one thing down. Yeah, this is all going to SD2. Yeah.
Yep. Oh crap! This is all into 00401 or 4. If anybody feels like running local 0041, it is more than.
Well, I might consider taking that. That's one of the few locals I've actually never run.
Oh dear gosh.
Not enough horsepower per ton.
No, it's that all the cars that that were in the sighting before have full brake. That's a simple fix. F7.
F7. Yeah.
I feel sorry for any crew who has to do that in real life.
Kaz, I'm gonna DM you the stream to the multi-link in case you wanna add a multi-command.
Y'all want to hear a story from the Southeastern Railroad Museum?
Sure.
Okay. A nice warm caboose days, which is a special event which we were running. Me and a couple of the guys go up into the cab of our SD45. We have one of those. Well, it's an SD45-2, but whatever. And one of the guys is an expert on E&D engines, and he's showing me about all the controls. And he turns the cut-in for the brake stand, and you know what it does? And we all jumped. Not even joking. That engine had been cranked up since, I don't know, 2006.
I put the multi-stream in your stream chat for you in case you want the.
Here, Sin, if you get stuff back enough to where you can clear that switcher going down, and I can go grab the local stuff, then.
Okay.
Alright, I am officially done setting up all that stuff for my stream. So now it's time to figure out where the hell I'm gonna run tonight. Should I say where and what?
There's always plenty to do, that's for sure. This is run 8. There's always something to do.
Right?
Always.
What's the story with the 4 powers just sitting on the running track in West
Okay,
Colton,
so the
or sorry, in Barstow.
It'll be pulled off.
camera's not working again.
It's just power that got pulled from on the train.
All right, so it just needs to be run to the
Set is on.
train.
We'll get rolling here in a minute.
I gotcha.
It's like the maintenance can be cycled. I know there's some Barstow industry cards hanging
Come on,
around here
you can
somewhere.
turn on camera anytime now. Oh, I forgot to turn on the lights. That's the other thing too. There we go. Lights.
Excuse me.
There it goes. I was like, I don't feel like turning on.
Wow, lots of action in Barca right now.
All right. So how many people do we have?
A
One,
lot.
2, 3, 4,
We've got
5,
4
6,
guys
7,
in Barca right
8,
now.
9, 10,
Me,
11, 12, 13.
Sinjin,
We got 14 people.
Kermit, and-
We got no. We got break. We got 14 people on the server. How many people are? Fuck it. So I'm gonna need a. I don't have a D14. How many of us? Okay. Wait. No. Voice
Kaz
chat
is running one train, so that leaves you with 13.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a D10 and go from there.
There's 13 of us in voice chat. The only person not in voice chat's Big Red.
FMD be dispatched then.
Well, no, because I'm gonna roll the dice for dispatch. Remember?
Alright.
That's how these work. I got
Wait
a
a second.
D10.
Did you go set numbers though?
Yeah, you're from top to bottom, 1 through whatever number.
Okay.
And if you're somebody's left voice chat, not realizing that.
Yep.
I don't use. It's not based on voice chat. It's based on It's based on the server listing. All right, here we go. I'm rolling it. I got a D10. If you're a rookie, I'm just gonna skip you. So. Oh, hey, look, it's 1.
Congratulations.
The server.
It's Anya. Anya, do you feel confident being dispatcher?
I hate you.
You can say no. You can say no. You can say no, and we can
He's working
reroll.
the hump.
No, I can do it. Just Bill got to bear with me since there's so many people on.
Yep.
If there's so many people it gets out of hand, we can do 2 dispatchers if we need. We can
Yeah.
do a BNSF and UP dispatcher.
Well, all I know is there's a shit ton of stuff down in COI.
There is. Somebody needs to work that, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't understand that yard either. It's like all these trains are down there, and yet it's only got 3 active tracks that are about 2,300 feet each. That's like one train.
Pretty sure
what's
it's
not fair.
because I'm pretty sure it's because basically at some point Corion, or however you say it, complained
Corey.
about
It's Corey.
okay. But he complained about not having enough trains to his yard, so then they cranked up the spawn rate and now it's not being worked, So, that's how those kinds of things go.
Okay, so I've got this massive 9,000, almost 10,000 foot train here we're gonna be taking. Someone's like, this
I'll
can
bring it
only
right
ran by-
back.
Probably should work on turning down the spawn rate. And if you didn't see, I posted it in staff channel cause, but the spawns at the UP Seiko sighting got.
Yeah, I saw that.
got
Just
messed
because I
up.
didn't respond does not mean I didn't see it. I see everything. So I got my train here. It looks like it's been broken in half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I asked for permission to cut it so that
Let's
way
go
I
get
can do
rid of
yard work. I'll assemble it for
Yeah,
you. here in
because
just a
it was
Yeah, because
blocking
I've got
access to
I'm on the
ball.
head end. I'm ready to go here. It's got to tone up dispatch and get in the appropriate voice channels and.
You give me like 2 minutes so I can finish pushing into SD2, and then I'll get you reconnected.
Yeah, because it was blocking the access to the bowl and departure tracks, and I told them that they could cut it since they needed to do yard
Yeah,
work.
it was blocking the throat, so we couldn't do anything yard-wise on the backside of the bowl.
God damn it. Governor, no, where's your running circle? We are playing on the CMFR, California, Michigan, Florida Railroad. What is it? What is it? Exclamation. Actually, no, I don't have to do that. I can get you a mainline train. Not only that, we've got like 14 people on the server right now, so we've actually got like a dedicated dispatcher tonight. So. I'm gonna drop a link. God damn it.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yep.
I don't know who I am back is.
Logan.
Too many people.
Yeah, like the last like 2 weeks, things have really taken off. Or the last like month or
I
so.
don't know. 14 people. Is that the most that's ever been on the server? I'm not
That's a
in the
possibility.
last like 2-3 years, yes.
sure. Within recent history, got it.
We got like 13-14 people, so yeah.
And
What
I
ended
am
up
about to
happening
have
was
every single ramp track in Hobart opened up.
what happened was
in a few
at some
minutes.
point this morning somebody made a ridiculously long train
Oh, I
for
lost
West
permission
Colton
to
in
this.
Barstow.
Dispatcher panel.
Crap.
Well, what the dispatcher can do is he can unlock all of the switches in Barstow for you.
Please do so.
Yeah. I'm so used to being able to go in and click, and
Well,
Yep.
you can. Well, Gavin, you can join the.
I looked over at my one screen, was getting ready to close SD2 up so I could start backing that one
You
train
can
in.
join the Discord and at least be part of the conversation, if you feel it. But no, they built this massive train for West Colton, and they're like, "Oh, nobody
Yeah,
can
shove
run
just a
this.
bit
You have
more
to
on
have real skill
9266."
to run it." And I'm just like, I can do it. Let me go buy a 6-pack of beer and some pizza, and I'll do it. Oh no, you got Sapphire. You got SDM talking about computer specs. Alright, so since we do have so many people, if we start stepping on each other, we might want to start filtering into the appropriate voice channels. And if you need to get a hold of the dispatch, just use the DTMF tones. That's
do we use
only
D-
if we like really start stepping on top of each other.
How do we use the DTMF tones?
Alright, so are you looking at my stream?
No, I am not. Can I get a link?
Yeah, click on my name and it will take you there. Like if you go to Discord and you click my name, it's like, oh, I can watch the Friday Night Ops on Twitch.
Who's in the other barge room?
It's me.
Can you...
Logan.
Yeah, could you move it back across the switch so I can back Kaz's train together?
I'm waiting for dispatch to unlock the switches in Barstow Yard so that I can shove back to grab the low.
10-4.
Gavin, I gave you the rookie roll so you can at least take a look at some of the stuff that we have in text chat down there so you can see kind of everything. So if you're looking at the stream to do the DTMF,
Yeah, I'm looking.
so first you click the button that says DTMF and it should start glowing red.
Yep.
And then for wherever you're at, you use star and then the dispatcher code. So I think for Barstow, Barstow is
13, I
star
think.
13, and so you'll do like star, and then it'll actually go boop and BNSF
There we
Barstow
go.
Tower, yeah. And then that
Alright.
actually will flash if Anya's using external dispatcher, that will actually flash up on his screen, and then he'll know which voice channel to switch to on Discord.
Huh.
Now, I'm going to have to get out of the cab of this locomotive and relinquish it so you can put it back together.
Whoever is running the hump, you need to stop your train.
See, I'm also
All
doing
of
a
track
multi-
114 in the bowl is full.
I'm also doing a multi-stream with
think
Viper's Brood and a
Anya
couple
hasn't said anything for a few minutes, and he's just been letting the hump go. I don't know if he's here.
Yeah.
So I was doing a multi-stream with
Once we get Chaz's train put back together, I'll clear 114.
I can't seem to click on that link.
Here, I'll just go ahead and move back into
There it
the
goes.
siding to let y'all go ahead and reassemble the beat.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get you to do just a minute ago. Was go back across.
I know, but I was
Yeah,
trying to
that's what I
shove
was
into
trying
the
to
bowl to grab some stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh well. At least we got to see the monster finally leave.
I'm working on it. You gotta put my train back together so I can tone dispatch and get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Finally caught a run
Anya,
on
can you
stream
hear
with
us?
Dirty Dogs.
You got a full bowl.
Well, welcome. We tried to do.
what
I'm
we
gonna try and
need.
actually do like
Team
organize like
speaks
set
code
days of what
feature.
games I'll be streaming. So Friday nights will be Run 8
Messages,
operations,
but-
obviously.
Okay,
Sunday
what?
nights are probably gonna be us playing Arma, Viper
Oh, there you
Brood,
are.
and a couple of others.
Let's get him my water and stuff so I can.
Playing Arma.
Yeah,
gotta,
Mondays are
you
probably
need to
going
stop
to
the
be
train,
me
like
playing trains,
yesterday.
or maybe community choices, going back to doing that again. I don't know. And I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursdays yet.
Alright,
I'm
it's
still
finally
working on a
going
lot of
down.
stuff since I ended the Distant World stuff.
Barstow dispatch.
But the Friday night streams are the only stream that I do to both YouTube and Twitch. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, jump on over to Twitch because that's where I'm going to do all my where all my other streams are going. And if
I know.
you are
I feel bad.
viewing this
All I
on
needed to do is
Twitch,
switch
you can
SD2
enter for a
SD5.
drawing to get $20 of Run 8 DLC of your choice. If you don't have Run 8, I will write your name down and hold on to that winning
I guess I could technically.
for when you
see if I
actually
can
have
manually do it.
an opportunity to get it.
Yeah,
It's
well, you
through
can if you
stream
do
elements
unlock.
and it's
Kaz, are you really
excellent
gonna
for
run
tickets.
this with no mid DPUs?
they're gonna stick some rear DPUs on it.
Yeah, there's rear DPUs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
but-
that's why.
You're gonna have problems going over home with no mids. The 9,000-foot train.
Look, do me a favor. Hold my beer and watch this. I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. I will hold my own beer.
Who's doing the one-handed, ladies?
Does this have the Gila sub?
Oh my
no,
God.
unfortunately it doesn't.
Can I-
So we have the A line and
you ready to go?
one other subdivision off of the A line down in Florida.
Yeah, give me
We have
some-
Mohawk and Selkirk
you
subdivisions,
hold
which
track.
merge together into one big
Cars
route.
and separate it out.
And then for the West
I
Coast
can't-
area,
I need
we've
this,
got
I
Barstow,
need
and this is
SD2
all 1-to-1
opened,
scale.
And I need
This is
SD5
all 1-to-1
closed,
scale.
or reversed.
The core
And,
game
I
comes
can't-
with
I don't
Mojave
have
sub,
manual
which is
control
all of
at the
this, plus Barstow Yard, plus Needle sub. Then you have the Seligman sub add-on. And then you also have the Bakersfield sub
Pretty sure Big
add-on.
Red's been trying to get a hold of you for.
And
a few
then you
minutes
also
now.
have the Cajon sub and the San Bernardino sub. And tonight we'll actually be going
Just
down the
letting you
Cajon
know, since
sub
he's
out of
done that.
Barstow with a ridiculously massive train. And everyone's giving me
Right,
shit for
but
it, but I'm like,
Chuck should be lined for reassembly.
exclamation point ticket only works on Twitch.
No, I just had to do the last
Does not
one
work
right
on
there.
YouTube.
Alrighty.
So if you want to enter that drawing, you have to be
get the beast
at
put
least
back
a
together.
viewer on
I really
on
wish we had
Twitch.
a music bot in there.
if you are a
what's not?
subscriber, you get an automatic 100 coins, which you get an extra 100 coins, which allows you to buy 2 tickets. It should be 100 bits or $1 for a ticket if you want to enter. So yeah, giving away $20 of your choice of DLC. That could be locomotives, rolling stock,
Josh,
any of that stuff, but it's only for Run 8. And like I said, if you don't have Run 8, if you're looking to buy Run 8 and you win that, I will write your name down. I will send you an email, whatever, and when you say, hey, I have finally bought it, I'll be like, all right, cool. What locomotives do you want?
Back out front of the hub so somebody else can take it over.
Your conductor out of Tucson, so you work the Gila, Lordsburg, Nogales, Phoenix, and very rarely going the Yuma sub. Cool. There's a lot of speculation on what the next route's going to be. They actually just released another route, which I don't have yet for the West Coast area, and that is, it actually attaches like right over here somewhere. It's a little branch line, but I was going to buy it tonight and install it, and we'd be running on that tonight, but then I realized, oh wait, no, I have to buy it, install it, edit the industries to match our configuration, that's going to take at least 2 hours to do. I'll just do it tomorrow when I get home from work. Or, you know, whatever. But at the moment we're waiting on, so I'm actually going to be running BNSF 7539. It's a ES44DC. It's GEVO.
SE. Where does SE go?
I'm going to we're going to go to fly mode and just fly along our train. So it's all of this, right? Good mixed freight train. Our official tag is MBAR-WCL. We're a transfer train from
Having fun with that
Barstow
horn.
Yard to West Colton. And yeah, this isn't even the end of our
I was
train. right
surprised
here.
nobody recognized that.
Like, I think these are the rear helpers for our trains. It's been doubled
Just to
over.
let you know, Anya.
What's the length?
whenever you're ready, I've got all the
9,901
Hobart ramp
feet.
tracks opened up, so you can
Running a
send them all in.
9,901 foot train.
Who just opened this
The
up?
HPT is
This is not the
2.2
track
when I
number.
last saw it, but of course the train's split in half right now because I got to do some. That's a baby nowadays. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, you can't run it. It's too much. You're gonna have problems." And I was literally like, "Hold my beer." But I'm also multi-streaming with Viper's Brood.
Indeed, he was, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm doing a multi-stream with Viper's Brood. If you want to pop in there, you can see him working the yard, and then my flying
Thank you.
around and driving this train.
Yeah,
so.
I thought it was going into SD5, and then when you were standing there, I was like, wait, why are you standing there?
Thankfully, there's manual control on these switches right now, so
Yeah.
I wish they would put like one big button for the dispatch, just flip all the switches like in the yard like that.
That would be cool.
Well, it'd be nice if they had dispatching for districts, so that way you could assign somebody a certain district.
On external, well, they used to on external dispatcher have that. 100 or 14,900 foot intermodal trains. The thing is, though, that's probably running on more flat track. I'm going to be running this on Cajon, and that's going to be a little bit more challenging. So we had a thing happen a couple of times when we had some new people come on here where they were backing intermodal trains into like mixed freight and stuff, right? And on my way to LA on Tuesday to be on Blank Slate, I was just cruising along and I was going through Cajon and I just happened to see a intermodal train coming up the hill right at the bottom of the 3% grade. It wasn't going up to 3%, but it was right there where the track splits off. And tied onto the back of it was a full-on oil tanker train.
Huh.
Like, they just tied two trains together and were running up the hill like that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
precision railroading, everyone.
There's a prototype for everything. Except for, well, I disregard. Except for we try to kind of model this a little bit more in the 90s. So, BNSF, like UP just recently got trackage rights over this portion right here between Barstow and Mojave. But we've kind of been like, nah, we don't want to do that. It's more fun to route UP stuff the other way, and it's a little more operational interest. So we kind of backdate things a little bit to.
There comes the brakes a little bit late, as it all slinkies back out.
We got an ETA on my train being put back together.
About one box
One
cutter
car.
length,
Copy.
but I hit the brakes a little too early.
Half car.
Oh, did my Streamlabs not? Or not my Streamlabs, my
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Restream not update all of my titles.
Go ahead
It
and
didn't.
reset these back up for DPU. I'll just relinquish it, and you can reset the front loco as.
Are there any yards that need power for BNSF? Because
Where's
we've got
this?
so much power here, it's ridiculous.
Actually, not as much. We have a lot less than we used to.
If we have too
Yeah,
much
okay,
power,
you
you can
can-
always
that's
just
fine.
send off like a power move to Phoenix or something.
Yeah, just do it. You can do an
Or
off-route
just
power
storm
move.
over the other place.
Just do it to like. Yeah, you can just do it to like Richmond or something. but I
Alright,
do not
guys.
believe so. I mean, I was gonna say LAJ might, but LAJ can just steal stuff from Commerce, and Commerce has like 50 engines.
Okay, seriously.
Oh, I missed a go in there. All good to go.
Someone on my stream's like sooner or later, but then you need to wait for the car department to do an air test, and that'll be 4 hours at best.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Except for
Okay, I'm getting tone from DS50, and I've said it 3 times. DS50 is answering tone, so so people want to tone. But I can't monitor the entire radio channels over the entire network. That's impossible. So
Do you need
if
help
we want to do the
dispatching?
whole, if we want to do the tone and separate radio channels, can we just, if anybody wants to do it that way, can everyone just get on like channel 1 who wants to do the toning and channel ready? Because
are you talking text channel?
yeah, because
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll do that. So to do that, if you want to switch to text channel on your radio, you click channel, and then just press 1, and it will automatically switch your text, and you'll actually see the radio. Actually, no, it'll be 01. So 01, and it'll switch your radio, and you'll even see it'll go 01 in the frequency there, or 0101. Now when you type in text, you're in a completely different text channel. Can you derail?
Didn't know
No,
that
you
existed, I
cannot,
don't
but you
think.
can break
Yeah, I didn't know
couplers.
about
Yeah.
that either.
if you switch channels, you will text only those channels. Now with the external dispatcher, I can watch up to 3 channels, and technically between that and the in-game stuff, I can actually monitor 4. But
So what we
It's
should do is all westbound trains should be on channel 1, all eastbound trains on channel 2, and all yard crews be on text channel 3. Does that work for you, Anya?
yeah, because 0 always shows up since it's
It's because you can program your external dispatcher to have 3 different radio
Yeah, I know.
channels, and then that way we're not all like texting on top of each other either. And then what we can do is anyone working yards will be on channel 0 to talk to each other, but then if they need to get a hold of dispatch, they'll have to go on to text channel 3.
Text channel what?
Yard crews to talk to dispatcher are on text channel 3. Yard crews to talk to each other are on text channel 00.
You'd have to tell that to Big Red. He's the only one not in, because he's done voice chat.
I'm gonna put that into Discord real quick.
Okay. So, somebody on original on your radio panel should be, I don't know where it is on the P42, but it's somewhere in your locomotive. There's a channel button, and then you can hit 01, 02, or 03, and it changes it.
It's much easier when you can fly, not lift the stupid
He's
thing.
putting it
Yeah,
in.
it even gives you a little message like, wasn't that easier than lifting a 90-pound coupler? Eastbound
I think
trains
he's working on
on
it,
text
guys.
channel
yeah, whatever
text
radio
channel.
channel you're on is your text channel.
Yeah.
2 or 02.
I'm
Yards to talk
used to the
to
whole
DS on
have to monitor, like,
003
channels
or
associated with that app.
003. There, I posted it in I put it in the Run 8 Ops channel.
Amtrak 4 to dispatch.
Go ahead, Amtrak 4.
Quick question: am I following a freight train, or is there a signal where
and when
I am?
I'm
Well, let me find you first.
Barstow,
That's
I am
500 miles of track. There you go.
Yes,
You
we have
are
somebody out there running
following-
Amtrak. And he's actually got
following
like
this.
Amtrak locomotives and Amtrak cars and everything, but that's all paid DLC.
You have to stop at Riverside though, right? So
Did I tone the dispatch? I don't remember.
Yeah, please repeat.
You have to stop
But
at
what's
Riverside,
really
though,
nice,
correct?
what's really nice with the way the DLC works is you can
Alright,
join
right.
a server even if you don't have that DLC. So if you didn't have the Amtrak pack and you jumped in here, you could still even drive that train. You would just see big running default looking locomotives.
But yeah, you're following an S train right now.
I need to change some settings on my screen.
Oh, there you go.
DPU? Oh, I feel like I need to go rail driver. DPU fence increase. Bottom row 13.
Mark is busy.
So it's 13 and then 14. Okay, that's what we need. Those are the.
Where does
14,
SD go? It's not seen.
I believe that's off route.
Cool, and then. Yep. All right.
Where?
Like.
So what I'm gonna
Bakers.
do, this is my super secret
Alright,
thing, is I'm just gonna
Bakers, I
sit on the
believe.
ass end of this train up any hills.
Is that part of the new routes or something?
You want me to send you our destination tags Google document? We have all of them in there that we use, almost all of them that we use in there.
Yeah. I might have had that up.
But- Do you have it, or do you want me to send it to you?
Oh shit! I just
know,
realized we
but
have a
go ahead,
problem.
send it to me.
If we aren't on the 00 text channel when we try to tone dispatch, it won't tone.
Yeah,
What?
that's why you said 03 to communicate with dispatch. 00 is yard crew to yard crew.
No, but he's saying like if you want to tone dispatch and you're on like 01, then you'd have to switch to like 00.
Yeah, we have to be on 00 for the tones to work.
for toning dispatch.
Gotcha.
I don't think that's true.
It is, because I was on 03, or no, I was on 01, toning you, and you weren't responding. But now that I went back to 00, does it automatically link for you? Yes, when you actually couple up, it will make the joints, but you do have to go and open and close all the angle cocks and do all that stuff.
Hey, whoever's on the hump power, can you please turn off your bell?
DPU wise.
Power is current.
So you have an option to auto DPU, where you just click it and it'll automatically do it, or you can manually DPU, where you actually go and click on the locomotive and click MU, and like there's a whole little menu system that you can drill through to
I got it.
auto to get everything set up.
Thank you.
Should be off now.
Yes, DS13 answering tone.
You gotta be a little more specific on which tone you're answering.
Fine.
I thought he said DS13, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
DS3. Oh, I'm sorry. Or which tower? Yeah, this is BNSF 7359, looking to head out of Barstow down towards West Colton.
Okay. Well, I show there's a fouled switch or something on the north departure track into Maine. Probably need to fix that first.
That'll be on the
Dispatcher
yard
to
crew.
Barstow Yard.
Yard crew left the ground
Just
door
taking
open in front of
Barstow
me.
Yard.
And I got everyone just walking around in
There's a
front of
fouled
me.
switch because somebody didn't know how to switch them back. Right? Can you just fix that?
Somebody
Sure.
left a hand throw open in front of me somewhere. I got 3 yard guys standing in front of me and they can't go flip a freaking switch.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm looking.
They're all lined for the main.
There's
Yeah,
a
they're all
hand
lined
throw
to main.
somewhere in front of me that is lined up either against me or not on the main.
It's on the north departure track side, most likely.
I probably know what switch it is too.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
there
the
you go.
departure tracks.
Yep. There you go.
It's like I know exactly which switch it is too. I can tell.
Look,
I can.
looking for an open switch takes effort. Okay.
Dude, I'm looking at the switch which is fouled. North is one of the. It's that one. Yes, thank.
I'm just
Yeah, you're
wondering
good.
why you aren't moving. Yeah.
Why is your you're not showing up on the list here? Why is that?
Because I'm on NAS UTC track right now.
Way to go, external dispatch. It shows me everybody else in the yard.
Well, I don't know, man.
External dispatcher doesn't show up, but the internal one does. All right. So VSF 7539, you are clear to depart on signal.
BSF 7539. Copy. Follow signal indication. How the fuck did I break a coupler with the rear end shoving?
You already broke a coupler.
Did
now
I
you're out
not
of
tell you
Barstow?
you needed mid DPUs?
I do not need
Did
mid
I
DPUs.
not tell
I
you?
do not need mid DPUs. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Stream.
Oh
I
my
gave
Stream
it was
is
in
brutal.
notch one. What the
Pretty
fuck? Why didn't
sure
you
I
guys?
just counted like.
How
I
bad
thought
was
I
it?
just
Break
saw
this
I
three
thing?
swear to God,
couplers.
we should be putting money on this. I swear to God.
Yeah.
God.
Time to put that reward system to use. All right.
Oh fuck! And I broke a
Go
coupler
ahead.
on the cutter cars that I. Okay, everyone, hold on to your underwear.
Hold on.
Yep. Hold it.
Why? What happens?
Well,
Everyone
the
give
server
yourself
didn't
a
crash,
Reggie.
so that's good.
Everyone give
Oh,
yourself a Reggie.
wonderful.
Sometimes fixing couplers on cars that aren't like tied to the host train will crash the server.
Hopefully that'll be fixed.
It appears it has been. At least
That's not insane
It's-
again.
it hasn't been a problem in a while.
Goes off that way, so you must go this way.
I'm looking from the back end.
And what it was is I got a little overzealous with the throttle there, and so that car's good. That car's good. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, found one. Gonna go ahead and fix it.
It's because I'm
All
gonna
right.
have that.
DS50's answering the freaking tone for the 4th time.
Must have another break up ahead of this. That's for whatever reason allowing me to claim.
I think I
Another
found the
right
next
here.
one.
Yep. You got one right here, right where I'm standing. I can't do this one because apparently you own it.
Yeah, I'm fixing them and then putting the train back together. 4 places. Actually, I think I broke it in
I'll
5.
sit by this one so that way you know.
Look, you can't fire me. I'm the CEO. Oh, I gotta press that. There we go. I'm also doing the cheat and just resetting all the air. What the hell? Reset the air. That angle cock is closed. And I'm hitting the button to
I was
reset.
having fun reading what the dirty dog's saying in your chat.
I'm having a problem now. Like I'm resetting the air and it's just dumping the air again.
Yeah, because you have a broken
You need
coupler
a-
right here.
You need to reset the.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just gonna keep calling everyone who points out the very clearly obvious Captain. I fixed that coupler.
Right here.
And why are you placing mouth flags?
Because it's still broken on my screen.
Josh, if you're trying to talk, your microphone's muted.
I was just trying to mark where it was at.
Recover. So you can manually, like, you can sit there and do the whole timeout and everything. There's also a cheat button to just instantly do it, which is good if you're just using like yard work and stuff. Since oh, I've got yard air, but I also am a little bit on a time limit, so I'm not gonna sit here and reset the PCS every single freaking time. Where the fuck do I still have a break?
Found it.
Got one.
Fixed it.
Yeah, it looks like you got one here on this orange Santa Fe.
I'm clicking on the freaking coupler, and it's like, nope, you're clicking on this box car over there. No, I still have one somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking it.
Just gonna keep pressing this button until the game crashes and this train explodes, because fuck this train already.
Sounds like you're gonna have some fun tonight.
Did you leave your beer in the cup holder in the train?
That's not what I meant by holding my beer. Oh, God. There's a mess
You got a
there.
break back here.
Yeah, no, I've got a gap right there, but I don't know where the next broken coupler is in the cut that I still have.
I don't see one. I walked all the way down it and I didn't see one.
Yeah, and every time I reset the air, it's immediately dumping. So there's a break somewhere.
Hey, switch over to where it shows your engines and the different cars and their different brakes and all that. Like in the top.
Yeah, you have to hit Shift Z to do that.
No, you don't.
Okay. I just know Shift Z is one of the ways to do it.
There's other ways to do it, and I'm not going to do it.
Found it.
You found it. Where is it?
He placed a.
It's
ammo
it's
bit.
about 20 to 25 cars from the engine.
That's not. No, that mouth flag's not right. That's fixed.
It's broken on my screen.
It's fixed.
Oh, yeah, it's still showing broken on my screen, so I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
the deal is.
broken on mine.
I was broken. It's fixed.
Can confirm on his stream, it is fixed.
Well, we're hearing air pass through, so it's further back. Theoretically.
See if disconnecting and reconnecting fixes it. On my end.
So is Fun FRS, is that supposed to actually stop? or
Bounce
go off
something.
that?
You don't need to place mouth flags,
There's a broken couple.
and that one's already fixed as well.
Now is the angle cock closed on this coupler?
Yeah, I'm automatically I'm doing the F7 cheat, and it's resetting all of them. I got one thing I could try.
I mean, you don't want to sit there and wait 20 minutes for your air pressure to rebuild in a 9,000-foot train?
Sarcastic message.
Or was it this F7? No. No.
Okay, fine. 45, dirty dog.
I heard the air recharge.
That wasn't the air recharging.
What'd you do? Bleed it?
Yeah, I bled all the air. Wherever that break is, the locomotives will stay, the rest of the cars should roll.
Don't mind me. I'm just over here servicing locomotives in the fuel yard.
What the fuck? Why can't I jump in the locomotives?
I like how it's like almost 9:45 or 7:45. I still keep doing my local time, and the train's still not moving.
There is no safety on the railroad. Just here. For whatever reason, the lead unit was one of the frickin' cars. Like, when it broke apart, it changed the lead unit to something else. And that was what the issue was. At least on my end.
GG.
Relinquished it, set the lead locomotive as the lead unit, and now everything's working again.
And pitch. Alrighty.
No, I'm not gonna stretch. I want to make sure that I have everything. Now, did we find all the brakes and fix them all?
I believe so.
Hopefully.
No, because I can't click on the rear locomotive.
Nope, you got another one
Yeah.
right here.
No.
Another boxcar right here. About a gap.
I see it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
What? I think it's the big boy steam taking off here or something. Traffic. Sitting here watching. Where's all the steam? Where's all the steam?
Now my FPS tanks in the yard. Stretch. I was only doing like 6 miles an hour.
I don't see any more gaps, so you should be good.
Nope, camera panned all the way down. You don't want that.
So is Amtrak 129, are you pulling off at Needles?
There goes your rear DPU, so yeah, you should be good now. I throttled up, so.
Well, yeah, I'm throttling them up, so they should be throttling up. I've already got it all set. let them build up some RPM. I don't care about burning up those motors, burning all that fuel. Once I get this thing moving, it shouldn't be too
Actually,
hard.
really quick dispatch in Hobart. Could you get that on the entry 2 in
I did not take
Hobart
that to notch
instead of
2.
entry 3? The L2 instead of L3. Because that's a very short train.
Want to get to about 10 miles an hour before I go to notch 2 here.
Thank
Realistically,
you.
we're
That's
being
only
shoved
like a
completely by the end of
2,000
this
foot
train,
It
which
doesn't need a 7,000
would streamline
foot
this
on L3.
according it, but
I'll flip those over.
1.8 allows you to get away with that because we can actually. You can see
Thanks.
my slack is actually pretty good. I can probably go up to notch 2, and we will throttle down to notch 6 on the rear. Look at that! Look at that! Our slack is good.
Should be.
Actually, I'm doing track speed now. It's 15 through the yard. Oop. Throttle that down.
No, you're all good, Josh.
I've got a clear. Well, actually, I've got a diverging clear, but yeah. Yeah, dispatch cleared me out, so I'm gonna get rolling. 9,901 feet, 2.2 HPT,
Yeah. You're going the weird
170
way.
cars. Oh yeah, we're rolling now.
Yeah, you're
Finally.
cruising.
I just
should
I
be
got a
good.
little overzealous with the I got a little overzealous with the lead locomotive throttle there.
Got a little too excited there.
Blew my load too soon.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Well, I may have a problem here.
What's the problem?
I may not have any brakes.
Oh boy.
That
got
might
an
be a
empty
problem.
My equalizer says 0. My BP says 0. BC 0. Main 135.
15.
Is your
7,000.
feed valve on your lead locomotive?
I'm checking that right now.
Because that'll just reset itself randomly sometimes.
Yeah, my feed valve was at 0, so I had no brakes.
That could have gone bad real fast.
Yeah, we would have had real. Yeah, we'd been fine until we started going down the hill. Guys,
Yeah.
why am I not stopping?
Not
This is why
10,000
we have.
foot
This is why I
runway
should have
train.
done a brake test beforehand. But you know what? I was like, nah, we're fine.
I take it you're gonna grab what, 114? That's Logan that's running the other bar trim, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you're grabbing 114, or what are you grabbing?
I'm going
my
over there
countdown
to
when we hit
grab
0, I'll
the
know
Barstow
I'll,
local stuff.
This air test is key.
Oh, I gotcha.
Look. None of us. Okay, I'm not a professional conductor. I just do this for fun. I just play one on the internet. Eat pizza. I mean, we've already established I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm drinking beer.
Yes.
Ah. And then I'm sorry, we're just all idiots. Yeah, there's no such thing as professional. We're just idiots that get paid to do things. Also, I'm eating pizza, and I didn't bring enough for everybody, but that's your problem, not mine.
What the?
An old high school friend of
Why
mine.
is there a ton of grain cars here?
I mean, you're more than welcome to come over and grab some, if you know where I live. I even got beer in the fridge.
I've learned to stop asking questions on you.
Sonic put. It's like the engines are completely gone. Wait,
Where are we
what?
talking about?
What the fuck?
Yeah, tail end of my train is still somewhere in yeah, I'm
It's
definitely
down here in
still yard.
Pomona. Is it Pomona or something?
Huh?
Get ready to head down
Oh,
for
at
home.
Pomona.
Now, if you had the
What fuck
default,
is
if you bought the
going on in
game
Pomona?
at the
Oh,
core of the
because
game,
that
you'd
was
be
the
able to
train
go
that
down
was
this way,
misrouted,
which I can do.
but Big Red was trying to.
Oh, I
phone
no, I
you
have a
and-
counter.
and
It's
he said
running
you
right
weren't
there.
answering, but you were. So I wonder if he was on a different text channel or something. I don't
So-
know, but I mean,
Okay.
And it works both ways. It goes up and down.
yeah, I mean, he said in Discord.
I was just
that
like, oh, can I still see it?
Warhead,
Because
you weren't answering him from.
there's a couple
what
places
he
where you
saw.
can see it.
So I wonder
You
if he was on a
texted it in
different-
Discord? Well, I'm not gonna see a text in Discord because my screens are full of other shit.
I had it. I know. So I cheat. No, you can actually go into Piglet
Okay, so
Foamer
but
mode,
why-
and the alerter never goes off.
Okay, you can go and get that next Hobart train in.
Let's see, yeah.
Well, once you
Well, the engine's got pulled on the main line ahead of the other train that needs to get through here, so it's blocking traffic up because they're just.
Yeah, we're not taking the diverging route to go down Mojave. We're going straight ahead to go. You're a good Hagen. You can get the alert while you're asleep.
God damn it, my ears!
Not my fault you stood so close to the tracks. Viper, who's also streaming this, decided he was going to get a little bit of railfan action in. I really desperately need to buy a second computer for hosting because my FPS is tanking right now.
Mine too.
But but here's the
in-
thing. I'm also rendering 11,000 rail units.
Yeah, I'm in LA and I've got 10 FPS right now. Normally I get 20 in LA. I don't know what's going
And I'm
on.
doing okay over here.
It's rendering 1500 for me.
I mean, I'm sitting at 30 right now, staring at Kaz's train going by.
Yeah, I heard
I'm at
already.
12
How's
FPS.
this one way do?
It'll go back up when I get further down the line, but it's like ugh.
Yeah, because that's one of your own rules. No one-way trains, and yet
Yes, but
are you coming
But-
back?
you're also not
yeah, you
hosting
come-
the server.
Not on your line.
I play
Yeah.
on the same
No, you're
computer that I
good.
host with, so I mean.
Because
Yeah,
you're
this
back
is a
in
pretty
the
awesome
local-
shot.
So this computer's tracking all of the rail units on the server. You said there's
1 to 1,
20,000
what's the
units?
longest run? So we have an estimated run time from Seligman to LA Station of about 8.5 to 9 hours. So you can go. Let's see. Seligman's from
about
right
that
here, which is the
lined up
very
perfectly?
farthest east end of the railroad. All the way to right here, which is almost the furthest west end. The furthest
All the
west end is
switches in the
actually
yard,
right
I
here, which
think
is,
are manual right
it's kind of
now.
all in the same general area in downtown LA,
In Barstow, yes.
and it takes about 8 to 9
Okay,
hours, depending
whoever's
on,
on
traffic, to get
the
there.
local 1161, I've got a couple more cars for you.
Let's see, and that's my train right there. I'm doing 2 miles
If you
an
want to
hour
stop
over.
it
God.
and let me
Yeah.
drop them off for you, then that'd be great. If
This one
not,
should only take
then
about
I
2
can just sort
hours.
them out. Sort them into here for the.
I'll stop and I'll wait for him.
All right.
Quasi, hey man, thanks for tuning in. Quasi, I don't know if you
Oh,
saw
there's a
it.
wild quasi lurking in your chat.
Yeah, I see that. Don't know if you saw. I don't know why it's not posting the thing, but if you do tickets, stuff, giveaways, points, bits, all that good shit. Giving away a $20 DLC for Run 8. So in order to enter that, you have to have the tickets, which it's 100 tickets to enter. And you get 200 tickets for subscribing or 100 tickets for 100 bits. I think that's how I have it set up. If it doesn't work, I will manually give you bits, or not bits, manually give you tickets if that doesn't work.
Love 'em.
I also have a bottle of rum around here somewhere, so we could be like, yes, give me bits. On your stream, I will. I think I've got 6. Oh, it's ticket. Ticket, singular, not ticket, S. Alright, cool. I'm on the main line. I can do 55 now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throttle up my rear DPUs so I keep the train kind of... But at gift subs, I think it's... I don't think it goes retroactively. And the speed limit through here is 55, so... So I've got the rear DPUs shoving as hard as they can. And I'm basically going to be throttling the train with the head end. Once we get up to track speed, I can actually unfence the DPUs and should be able to keep the train under control with everything without fencing it, but we'll see. What's funny is on Tuesday I actually rode this route because if you're going from Las Vegas, where I live, to LA, where I was going on Tuesday, if you get off the 15 at Barstow and you take Route 66, not a word the conductor wants to hear. But no, if you take old Route 66, it actually parallels the tracks almost all the way into at least Victorville. We're getting up to speed. What I'm doing is I'm keeping an eye right here where it says load and making sure that my load doesn't go about.
Why is there a maintenance of wave
7
flag
on
underneath the overpass?
Because there can be, I guess.
If it's in
Yes.
Barstow Yard and there are green flags right next to hand throws, they're to let you know which hand throws need to be normalized to bring AI trains into Barstow Yard.
No, it's a yellow.
Then I have no idea. Catch any trains going on? I caught a couple. They were doing a lot of maintenance OA work on one of the mains, so there was only one track open. And when I got to Victorville for my fuel stop, there was a couple. But then I didn't see anything else until I got, because after Victorville, you're going a different route than the railroad. They do. So, once you get past Victorville until you get to like the 15 going through Cajon, you don't really see the railroad anymore until then. And I caught a couple of trains coming through Cajon. Occasionally, AI car traffic does like glitch through the stoppers, and you'll see them roll through, but you don't get collisions or anything like that, which is nice.
About to see a lot of stuff coming up.
Oh, and dispatch the car, but trip to LA, business or pleasure? A little bit of both. I volunteered. It's not the same. So there's a live stream channel called the Scabby Rooster. They're on Twitch. They do D&D and LARP and all kinds of stuff like that. And they have a live streamed LARP that they play called Blank Slate. And they needed some extra help for the last episode of the season. And I was like, dude, I know the guy who runs it from other games. Like, I know him a little bit. Like, we're acquaintances. We're not friends or anything. But I'm like, Ryan, dude, like, it's a 4-hour drive, but I'm not doing anything on Tuesday. I can come out there. I could be there. And so he had me come out. So if you actually go onto the Scabby Rooster's Twitch and you watch the last episode of Blank Slate, I appear a few times in there. Scabby, like picking scabs, rooster, singular rooster. think on a Monday they do a D&D thing, and it's a pretty fun channel. I watch it from time to time. Obviously I don't watch it while I'm streaming because they stream at the same time, but like I watch Blank Slate, and I'm gonna start watching it even more intensely now that I'm actually like involved in it. And it's a LARP, so it's completely it's really high. The production value is pretty good, and you're like, oh, this is obviously all scripted. No, it's the only thing that is scripted is the scenes, like the order of the scenes. I didn't even know LARP on Twitch was a thing. Sweet.
All right, both of your cars are kicked.
The way they
Kermit?
work it, it's like, all right, we have this scene. We're in the tavern. I need these 4 players, and then the players come out and they have a very natural LARP conversation. So it's all in character and it's not scripted. So at any moment anything could happen. And then they do did a really cool thing to get like player or chat involved. And what they did was like chat could actually influence things in the game. Like the players all came in with like code names they used, but then chat could give them names, like pay the chat, be like, all right, here's $20. I want to name this character. I want to name this character. I want to name this character. You could, like, they did an intermission, and during the intermission, they had magical items that you could buy and give to the characters. And some of those items helped the characters. Like, one was a magic box, and we ended up buying it, giving it to a character, and then that character died. And it turned out that magic box held, like, as he was dying, he was able to move his soul into that box. And then in the last episode, or in the end of that episode, like another character who was his love interest got that box. And then in the middle of the last episode, that character opened up the box and had like a secret message play. And we actually had to like play over the
All right,
loudspeakers.
Kermit, you can back up and couple onto your card.
For like everybody to hear. So I'm moving. I've unfenced my DPUs. Should be good now. Do I roleplay in Arma 3 or any other games? I want to. I would really love to do more roleplay in Arma, but it just became more of like a shooter fest and me getting frustrated at a lot of things I don't like about Arma. I have some ideas that I would like to kick around. I really want to get a group of people together. This was an idea I had a couple of months ago for doing a roleplay type set of scenarios in the game Steel Beasts. And the way it would work is like we'd have like a campaign that would go on and on and on and on and on. And then it'd be like the players versus the AI. If the players died, they'd be out of that stream and new players would come in. You find a good server group for sure. Viper's Brood, he's got a pretty good one, and we kind of have
Did somebody run Autorex on the hump?
Yeah, Autorex go over the hump all the time.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just thought Autorex weren't supposed to go over the hump.
I didn't think so either.
I mean, in real life, if they're loaded, they probably shouldn't be since they have cars inside of them. But I mean, this is a video game.
Yeah, but yeah, Viper's Brood, he's got a. We've started a little group
Not
over
wrong.
there,
We're
and
fairly
probably gonna
casual,
Sunday nights stream
Very
a
casual in some
Liberation server that he's been I started running it, and then somebody else I was like, oh, I got this whole better thing, and it's got a couple of really, really shitty mods that you can just come in and listen to me bitch about. There's some really, really shitty mods on that Arma 3 server. Just saying. I had to broadcast that to Discord because Viper's in here. I was running it, but then what happened is, as I was streaming, and I'm pretty sure it was my ISP flipping me off, my internet just kept shutting off last Sunday, and I don't know if it was just a local thing or what. Viper's pretty cool dude, yeah. And on top of that, like I said, I already host the Run 8 server on my computer. And when I say my computer, like, I don't have a second computer sitting in another room. Like, we are playing on the computer that everyone else is connecting to. If I were to hit Alt F4 and close this right now, everyone else would lose connection. So, ready to run a Mojave if you want to do a local. So it's like I'm trying to like. I almost was like, oh, I have the money to do that. I could go out and buy like a $200 computer from Walmart that would run this. I could do that right now. Like, no, I gotta save my money right now. So it's like, my real hope is if I can get some donations and get a little bit of income. How demanding is that on PC? I'm a console pleb at the moment. It's not that. I mean, like, it is a memory hog. It's definitely a memory hog. But it's not that demanding. Like, I have it up and running all the time, minimized into like on one of my other screens because I've got 3 monitors, and I can still play all my other games just fine. Is the Run 8 server up 24/7? No, it's not. And the reason for that is my computer's kind of loud, and my room gets really hot with the door closed and the computer running, just because my AC vent in my room does not put out air. And so, and also I'm a really light sleeper. I can't sleep with it running, so I shut it off. But I also wake up, like, I usually stay up really late and I wake up really early, so I'm usually up before anyone else is awake. Yeah, I'm capable of multitasking. That's what's nice about having multiple monitors. I'm literally just watching, like, I have monitor 1 right here, and then chat is right there out of the corner of my eye. It's YouTube chat that I actually have a hard time seeing because it's like way the fuck over there. Also, I still have pizza. Like, I bought a whole pizza, and I've only eaten half a slice. No, I kept losing, like, my internet connection. Like, I was running just fine, but other people were disconnecting. My stream kept shutting off. I kept getting disconnected from voice chat. So, the other guy who's running it actually has, like, a dedicated machine for that, so... The cheap kind. I had to stop at Smith's and get a couple things. And there was a Little Caesars right there, and I was like...
Well, I'm sure there's always work to be done. There's probably Bakersfield Yard, Bakersfield.
I was like, I'll just,
There's always something available.
Bakersfield, I mean, I probably would be working Bakersfield right now, but I'm just waiting because if I did stuff now, I'd have to resort everything. I'm gonna transfer stuff over to SJ.
It was like 100 degrees this afternoon.
Branch line DLC, and now that we actually have SGBR logos.
We got Riverside that can be run out of Barstow, probably a Victorville either turn or run that can be done. I'm not sure what the stats are for on it.
Yeah, cheap would still be good. I've had really expensive pizza that was terrible, and I've had really, really dirt cheap
good.
pizza that was amazing.
Yeah, please
Here?
repeat. You're breaking up, Mr. Robot.
I'm having a tiny problem over here.
Quasi, I want pizza. Where's my pizza?
I mean, I have pizza. You can come get some, Viper. It's only a 4-hour drive to my house.
No.
You're in LA, right?
No. I'm in freaking Grass Valley. I'm an hour from Reno.
Okay, so it's only an 8-hour drive for you. No, 9-hour. So by the time I go to bed and wake up in the morning, you should be here, and I should probably still have a slice of pizza left.
I mean, cold pizza for breakfast. I'm down for this.
Cold pizza
I've done
is
it before.
amazing.
Although somebody's hot micing it hardcore.
Let me see if it's mine. I think I.
It is you, Delta.
Oh fuck! I know what's wrong. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
fix this.
PTT's your friend.
No, I know what it is. If I do the like automatic determine sensitivity shit and I don't manually set it, Windows goes insane.
Yeah, that's why PTT is your friend.
Yeah, well, I don't use PTT as much because with this laptop, if I did I need like a giant fucking button on my desk for the PTT shit.
I just use Alt.
Wow, I timed that perfectly. Like I just keep periodically hitting the alerter because like whatever. And I'm like I should hit the alerter, and as I'm putting my finger on the button, it flashes up to go to the alerter. Like, like oh okay.
All right, what's the password? All right, there we go.
Yeah, don't say it. There's like 5 people streaming.
3,
Yeah,
4,
well,
5,
I'm
6,
not
7,
that
8,
stupid,
9, 10,
thankfully.
11. And I'm 12.
Password is.
Password is
So
Ligma
stupid.
balls.
The password is ABC123.
Shit, that's the same as my luggage.
Security numbers, my credit card number is 4168. You know. All right, there we
Should
go.
be seeing another train soon.
It's been a long time since I was on here. All right.
That's
Hey,
my
does anyone else
scenes.
have the problem of like the DPUs doing stupid backwards headlight configurations or no?
Sometimes.
I've had certain units.
Are you selecting your very rear unit and telling it which configuration it's in?
Well, if I give a rear unit AI control, this was, and granted I haven't tested this since update 7. Basically on GEVOs and SD40s, they would do this really stupid thing where they turn the front headlight on the DPU on instead of the trailing
Yeah,
one,
Fort Mason,
so
Fort
it would just
Beast,
illuminate
yes.
the back of the train.
We currently don't really
And,
do
like,
that.
I
The
would
person who's in
manually adjust
charge
that
of doing all
switch,
that in our group
and
kind
the
of
AI would turn
lost
it the
interest in
wrong
Renee.
way if I gave them permission.
And we have a
It's
lot of
strange.
new
You
people.
actually give the AI control over the DPUs?
If a train has DPUs and you tell it to do an AI recrew, the AI is going to manage how the lights work on the DPU.
I know what you're saying.
We have, like I said,
But the
Okay.
problem is the AI
I'm just listening to
fucks
the
up
Discord.
the headlights and tells not the trailing headlight to be on or whatever it is, but to be the front one, which is just a wave
That
of
just
light.
sounds like a glitch with the AI, honestly. Because I notice whenever I just do a power run with AI, it never even turns on the rear light at all.
Really?
Really, like the trailing light is never on.
I'm gonna get to those questions in a
Hmm.
second.
That's
And
very
then
strange.
the other thing that I've been noticing with the lights recently, a few updates ago, having if you're running a single unit and you have it set to single middle, you can turn your front lights on, but you cannot turn on the rears. Like you can have the switch all the way to bright, and nothing will turn on.
Oh, that's weird.
And that happened like 2 or 3 patches ago.
Oh, that's another thing. I meant to mention this to you, Kaz, because you manage the industry shit. So I did some testing with the flat car thing. For any of the freight cars we don't have models for yet, if they don't have a model, they will fuck up in the industry system if you add them.
So
They
don't
will-
add them.
Like, that's why I made the flat car freebies, because I tested, now that those actually have loaded and unloaded models that I made, they'll work in the industry system. I tested them myself. But like the Chinese 40-foot well cars, the one weird-ass reefer, the, what the hell are they called? I'm like having an aneurysm right now. The 2 auto parts box cars, all that shit'll fuck up because V2 is trying to look for a loaded and unloaded model and it can't find either. So it basically says, help, we don't know what to do.
Refrigerated car.
Yeah, there's one refrigerator called, it's a fruit grower's car. that we got in the update.
Fruit Growers Express or something?
Fruit Growers Express one.
Good old FGE.
Yeah, this one's a FGMR, and then there's the shoving platform for BNSF, which I might.
Yeah, I just muted Discord for a minute. So 3 or 4 minutes for we used to. You can do it. It's the functionality is built in. We don't do it on here because we have a lot of new people, and we don't want to. We have a lot we have people who just bought Run 8 and are like, I'm still learning everything. So it's like I don't want to confuse them. And this is, do you have specific cargoes, loads, jobs? There's a generic. Yes and no. The actual cargoes, what's loaded in the car, is just load. We don't really care. There's no specific check in place to make sure that to tell us what cargo we have. However, cars do have specific destinations, which means there are specific jobs that you have to do. So there's, I'm running a train from one yard to the next yard. Somebody else will take this train apart, sort the cars, send them to their destinations. When they get to their destinations, they'll be sorted into locals and delivered to their industries. And then any cars that they pick up from those industries will be put, back to the main yard. So it works just like a real railroad would work. The fact that both those signals are green means that I'm probably not going to see any oncoming trains. Oh, and I'm actually doing almost 55 miles an hour. So I'm just going to throttle it back, and I'm going to unmute Discord.
It's a person. You can only change it one time a month, and that's to bond to the offer.
Yeah, Kaz knows what my assigned power is. 4 GS4s.
4 GS4s that are sitting down in Phoenix right now for you.
Yeah. I've only got to wait 6 more years till the Phoenix DLC's out.
Oh, I'm actually going a little fast here.
Tucson. Yeah, a lot of people were angry they didn't do the other half of Seligman.
Yeah, considering if they Bakersfield and a couple small suns come out already, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens soon.
If they do it, it has to be just a free add-on.
That was what I was really surprised at with Arvin and Oak Creek. When I saw the $20 price tag, I thought I was still in a weird dream. Like I had to double check my phone and be like, why is this $20? What the fuck happened?
Honestly, what they should do, and this is what I would do if I were them. V3 comes out, all the routes are included in it, right? Makes us
Right.
locomotives, and then that way, when people buy